All right, guys, heavily contested game, right? I think there's no surprise for anybody in here. First, want to start off, I thought a couple things. Mike Jensen not in the building now, but was here today. One of the final times he'll probably be working in your all's industry, in your all field this season, and great to have a legend like Mike Jensen in the building. Such a class act, does so much for Philadelphia basketball in the Big Five. And also to have Hoops Weiss here. Thanks for coming. Would love to have you back at more games. I think we've got a good basketball team that's worthy of everybody's coverage in this room. Listen, I know it's like our second game officially in the Big Five, but that's a hard-fought game. Everybody knows everybody, no surprises, and really proud of our guys and their comeback. If you want to look at the difference in the game, I don't think there's much to say that we would regret in the final couple minutes. Probably a couple turnovers in the first half and the points off turnovers in the first half. So I thought there was a margin that was created when you're down 14. We did cut it to 7, so you feel good. But anytime you're climbing uphill, you're exerting energy. And that may have caught up to us a little bit. A couple timely empty possessions, whether it was a shot or a turnover. We didn't get what we wanted later in the second half. But the reason we were in that spot was this guy right here. He was great when we were struggling. He had the confidence to take those shots because he works as hard as anybody I've ever coached, and put us in a situation, not only making threes but getting to the rim. So with that, Josh Verlin, Philadelphia Inquirer, what questions do you have?
Josh Verlin, City Basketball Love. Amari had a pretty big physical advantage on them down in the paint, but it seemed like they were able to frustrate him. He never really got comfortable down there. What were they doing to limit his effectiveness?
You know, I want to look at the looks, but I think everybody's always physical with him. I thought sometimes maybe he's getting wedged out a little bit. I can't give you a great answer right there, Josh, but we may have had a height advantage, but I thought they had they played with an aggressive nature and allows him to get kind of pushed out from time to time. Amari's strengths are passing and rebounding, and I thought he had one of his better defensive games of the season so far. 3 blocks. It's probably 4 or 5 more that were altered. I thought they did a good job limiting his passing a little bit. So a couple jump hooks that have gone, that didn't fall. Obviously, but I also look at it 4 for 6 from the foul line. So he's 12 for 16 his last 2 games. So certainly a lot. I mean, we can look at everybody's numbers and say, hey, I'd like to get a couple looks. But, yeah, there is an advantage, maybe not as big as we would liked it, to their credit.
You did get the play you wanted in the last possession after adjusting.
Are you talking about the OB under where we got the layup to Lamar? Are you talking about the –
I know that you didn't score in the last possession.
Yeah, we knew they were going to foul. We would even talked about just dribble down and shoot it to maybe get a 3-shot foul. Everyone fouls at about the same location. Weren't able to pull that off, but we knew that no timeouts. So in the previous timeout when we drew action up, we said, hey, we're going to score. We're going to cut it to 1. We're going to foul. So we knew what we were doing. Credit to the guys. Credit to our coaching staff. I thought we were pretty organized without a timeout to get that miss. I think so many times you see the miss, and you'll see guys that have done that, and they throw it off the backboard and don't hit the rim, and the guy crosses over the foul line to get his own rebound, and you don't even get a crack at it. We had a crack at it. Putback didn't go. We were also ready to kick it out, and this guy or Okrist hit a 3 and blow the roof off this thing. Neither one happened. And, as a coach, you watch the reaction. I think what sticks with me is everybody on our team surrounded our players. And we went through that together. And I'll stand with that. I'll live with that. And I'll double down on this locker room and where we go from here. But, Hoops, I think we executed even the miss well.
Zach, everybody obviously knows Justin and Amari are going to contribute for you guys this year. How important is it for Luke to have the night he had, Yame, to kind of keep you guys in it there in the second half when you really needed a bucket during a couple of those stretches?
Yeah, I think when you say everybody knows, I think you're talking outside the walls of our building. I think we've got an attitude. It's always us. We really don't care who it is. So this is not a surprise what Luke House is doing. He's got more opportunities now, and he's making them count. So we know that guys are going to load up on people that are, talked about more, but I think we've got a gang of guys in that locker room that are willing to step up. And today it was Luke House, and it'll be Luke House on other days, and it'll be other people on other days as well.
Luke, how did it feel to obviously get off to the hot shooting start the way you did in front of this crowd, sold out arena, and Drexel's first Big 5 game? You being from the area, was it? Obviously you wanted to come away with a win, but was that atmosphere pretty special for you to witness?
Yeah, I mean, we're thankful for all the fans to come out. It was a great atmosphere. Just thankful for the opportunity that we got to play in the Big 5 at a home game against Temple. But yeah, it's a shame couldn't come out with a win for them to come back. But we hope that they just continue to follow us throughout the year and just keep coming back and keep packing the deck.
Second most points you've ever scored in your career with 20, a big night for you, and a lot of those points came when Drexel was down and struggling a little bit. How do you keep your composure when your team's struggling a little bit, and how do you use that to elevate the guys around you?
I think it's a group thing. Like our coaches, our teammates, we're always encouraging each other and making sure that everybody stays positive because it's a game of runs. Everybody knows that. So I think our teammates do a good job. Just stay confident, keep shooting. They're going to fall. And then I think like Coach Spiker said, sometimes it's me, sometimes it's somebody else, but it's always us. So it's just we just stay confident, keep shooting, and they'll fall eventually.
Hi, Coach. Jay Kopsnick from the Big 5 Pod. Wanted to ask you about your decision to press, not only for pretty much the whole game, but especially the end of the first half to cut the lead down into the second half, press, and then fall back into your zone. What was so effective in slowing them down on offense, making them think a little bit more, and ultimately helping you guys get back into the game? Well,
I think they're a smaller team, and I don't know how Coach Fisher wants to play long term, but I think what he's trying to do with his personnel right now is play with some pace and get some easy buckets. I think our press into our zone slowed them down a little bit, made them use a little more clock. And then, we needed to rebound better out of it. Not particularly happy with the second chance points or the points off turnovers, right? I mean, those are it's 27 points, right? And this is a game. If you told me going into the game, hey, you're going to hold them to 31% from the game, field goal percentage. Right? Am I reading that right? and I'd say, where do we sign? Right? Picarelli's only going to get 1 3 made. Now, I know he fouled on another or got fouled or the foul was called. Not trying to get fined, but there was, corner 3 where there was contact. So, yeah, I think our ability to change defenses was helpful. I think sometimes when people think you're going to foul and you don't, that plays into it as well. And I thought our guys' credit, I thought they really managed that final comeback minutes, whatever it was, maxed it out. I hope that answered your question. I was agreeing with what you were saying, so.
Zach, Shaw Pastor from Owls Daily. Might sound silly, right? I thought it was interesting you said that you knew that they were going to foul at the end, up 3. Obviously, it's Adam's third game as a coach, but so where do you sort of, divine that?
I think it's pretty common knowledge. Up 3, you're going to foul, especially when he calls a timeout. So that's what I'm going by. Basically, nothing. Also, you could tell as we were running, we're bringing it across the floor. They were looking to do it. Anything else? Guys, thanks for coming out. We got a big game on Friday. Hope you can find a way to get out here again and see us. Take care.